Number 15, Kansas State is at Missouri. Kansas State laying 5 points on the road. Another one that might be considered a trap because you're thinking, why is number 15 Kansas State only laying 5?
There's no doubt. And I listen, Troy was a team I was high on, and Kansas State absolutely smacked them around.
Yeah, Will Howard looked good.
12-game win streak, gone, 42-13. A lot of people were high on Mizzou coming into this season. I was not one of those people. 2 weeks in, I don't feel bad for doubting them preseason. They beat South Dakota in week 1. They edged out Middle Tennessee in week 2, 23-19. I go back to last year's matchup, and Kansas State absolutely stomped this team last year, and that was with Adrian Martinez at quarterback. Now you've got a massive upgrade here in Will Howard, and there's no Deuce Vaughn. I get it. But DJ Giddens is averaging about 7 yards a carry this season. I think Kansas State controls time of possession. Mizzou only had 32 minutes of control against Middle Tennessee State. I want to take Kansas State because this number just feels like it can't be right. I think Kansas State might be the second best team in the Big 12. I think Mizzou is a bottom-feeding, SEC team. But I do feel like that number is too good to be true, and it's making me want to stay away. What are you thinking?
I just think that it's a mismatch with Kansas State's offense against Missouri's defense. If you look at the efficiency ranks on defense, Missouri is middle of the road, the 52.4 on the efficiency rankings. Meanwhile, on the offensive efficiency, Kansas State is one of the better teams in the country right now through the first couple of games. They're sitting there at an 80.3, right behind Kansas in state. I just think that I'm worried about how Missouri stops Kansas State. The spread scares me because I feel like it's a trap, much like we saw with what was the Oregon spread.
Yeah, Oregon,
last
Texas
week.
Tech. And Oregon ends up covering that game, but it took a freaking miracle.
Yeah. I think the better play for me might be the over 48.
Okay.
Because I think Kansas State can score. And if Missouri keeps this thing close, then this could be a high-scoring affair in Columbia.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Again, if I were forced to play a side on this game, I'd stick to my preseason guns. I'd say Kansas State's really good. Mizzou's not very good. 5 feels like a really short number. I think maybe Kansas State looks at this game more like a rivalry game than Missouri does. Like Missouri likes to think Kansas is their rival, and Kansas State is just Kansas's little brother. But, I mean, lately, only one of those teams is good at football, so it's hard to say that it's not. This will probably – the line is scary enough for me to not want to play it. But if I had to, it'd be Kansas State.
Yeah, and PFF has them ranked Kansas State's 14th and Missouri's 33rd. Yeah, and about 6 points of difference between the two in terms of the roster rankings or whatnot.
Hey guys, if you enjoy our content and want even more videos from pregame.com, hit that subscribe button right now. I promise you will not find better sports betting information anywhere else.